The 11th game you beat is Vanquish. Do you think this game was innovative?
Yeah. I mean, when's the last time you played a video game where you baseball slide on your knees with rockets coming out of your leg pits?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Now that I have to defend it, I'm trying to think how it is innovative because it has bullet time, but that was invented by Max Payne games. It's a third-person shooter. There was a lot of third-person shooters that came out before it. It's cover-based. Gears of War kind of like cemented cover-based shooting into popular culture. It's got really long boss battles with quick time events, but then so did Resident Evil. Although the boss battles in Resident Evil 4 are not that long. The boss battles in Vanquish are too long. Way too long. It's like, I get it. How many times do I have to repeat the same strategy over and over and over to kill this thing? You know, now that I think about it, maybe it wasn't so innovative.
Besides the knee jetpacks.
Besides the knee jetpacks, yeah. I like Shinji Mikami a lot, but that was, in my opinion, one of his worst games, even though people love that game. People really like Vanquish. Oh, I know another way it was innovative, but I didn't like it, was the upgrading system for your weapons. If you have full ammo on a gun that you really like, and you pick up more ammo than you're able to carry for that gun upgrades, becomes more powerful. So the only way to max out your favorite guns in that game is to not use them.
Were the controls good?
Yes, it controlled very well. Very tight controls.
Now the game would not let you forget his name, but did you like the main character, Sam?
I didn't like a single character in that game. I mean, everything was just...
And those were Americans.
They were supposed to be Americans, and I don't know. Maybe it was a joke. Maybe Shinji Mikami is like, this is how I view American men.
They're chain smokers.
They're chain smokers, and like the amount of testosterone that they pumped into those characters was just like, wow.
So was the story motivating for you to beat the game, or was it just the gameplay was good enough for you to beat the game, or?
Honestly, the reason I was able to beat the game because it gets very repetitive within the first 2 to 3 hours of the game. And then you start seeing the same bosses and the same robots over and over and over. They just start spawning more of them. So, instead of battling one scorpion, now you battle 2 scorpions, now you battle 3 robotic scorpions. What made me keep going with the game is everyone kept talking about how short it was. But I felt like it dragged after the first 3 hours. Same thing, over and over and over. There's bad voice acting that's entertaining, and then there's just bad voice acting that's annoying.
It was bad.
Everything kind of looked the same. Everything kind of had the same shade. I also did not like that your character didn't level up. But what I really wanted to level up was how long I could jetpack, or how long I could make bullet time. Because the only thing you can really do when your jetpack overheats, find some cover where they can't hit you, and then just sit there.
I do have one more question, but I'm not going to ask it until you give a rating.
Okay.
What is your rating of Vanquish?
No, I'll do a 7.9. I don't even think it was a great game. I think it's one of Shinji Mikami's weakest games, which is strange because people love this game. Oh, that reminds me, the scoring system. Instead of giving you a grade, all they would do is tell you what your total score is, and you had no idea. Is that a good score? It says I got 144,432 points for that level. Okay, compared to what? What was I supposed to get? Like, it's just numbers.
So the question I wanted to ask you, it is a spoiler, so if you haven't played this game.
Okay.
So my question is, was the ending satisfying?
Well, you know how I feel about Hillary Clinton. And
a lot of people feel the same way about her.
I just thought it's so amazing that they took a character that looks almost identical to Hillary Clinton, made her the president of the United States.
So back in 2009, they predicted Hillary Clinton was going to be the president of the United States.
Yeah. She realizes that she's going to be caught for some kind of conspiracy that she has going on. She made some kind of under-the-table deal with the Russians. So at the end of the game, she basically realizes, oh, I made a huge mistake. So it ends with her pulling out a pistol and shooting herself in the head.
It was shocking, but
it was super shocking. I was like, wow, Shinji. Like the only time I'd ever been more shocked by an ending like that was probably the end of Fallout 1. It was one of those like shockingly gory moments. You were just kind of like, that's actually hilarious. I thought it was funny. I thought it was really funny that they made this. She wasn't called Hillary Clinton.
He's probably like, nobody's going to beat Vanquish, so they're going to get bored. So I'm going to put whatever ending I want.
he must have been hanging out, doing some time hanging out with Pseudo 51 because that's almost like Killer 7 stuff there. Very politically incorrect. I love politically incorrect
because it's so scarce.
Especially now.
Yeah, especially now it's so scarce that you just want it.
Yeah. Yeah. In your face.
Yeah.
Can we adapt that teleportation system to get around the colony?
We're still working on that at DARPA.
And you haven't tried it on humans yet?
No.